This is really The Fighter and the Kid.
Come on, baby.
Yo, welcome to The Fighter and the Fighter. You have a very dapper, oh my lord, dude. Tim Kennedy, you didn't have to dress up for this, man.
For you, anything.
Dude, you look fantastic, dude.
We have to work.
Yeah, you gotta work.
Yeah. You know what's cool is like we're this mid era of fighter. A lot of our generation is doing great.
Yes. Well, some of them.
Yeah. But a lot of them disproportionate.
They're figuring it out.
Yeah.
Right? They're figuring it out. Like back in the day, even like the class before us, it's a little dicey.
It's dark.
It's super dark.
There's some,
but then there's guys even like after us, like Mighty Mouse. I don't know if you realize what like Mighty Mouse is like the biggest thing on YouTube and Kick and all that.
Yeah.
Like
I watch him.
He's the best.
And then he well spoken, incredibly intelligent,
entertaining,
just an adorable human. I don't mean that condescendingly because he's little, but like everything that he does is just endearing
and authentic.
Yeah.
I think that's why it works. What's weird is he's bigger now than he was when he was literally the best fighter on the planet.
Yeah.
And it just, for whatever reason, like it just took this kind of move where people are like, oh, he's actually really cool. It's like, oh, you missed it. Yeah. His personality's great. He was the best fighter on planet Earth.
Yeah. Could do things that none of us could ever imagine doing, and he'd do it against a number 2 dude on the planet.
What's crazy too is if he had this big like social media YouTube presence when he was the champ, I don't think you can do that. But let's say he did, the UFC would have never traded him to one championship. No, because his thing was like nobody watches, smaller guy.
Yeah.
Now he's bigger than any champ, dude. He's making more money.
Yeah, and good for him too, because nobody else deserves it. He's been so good to everybody that he's ever worked with.
The nicest guy.
Yep.
And you look at Rampage too. Like he was one where you're like, oh, this could get dicey, and then he's like, yeah, I've made more in a month off Kick than I did my entire fighting career.
Yeah.
You're like, dude,
another great dude.
Awesome.
Wild
boy. Wild boy.
I was so Boss Rutan came in. You still need to come in. These like old man fighting. I hate saying it's a fight club or old man training
call
team.
it Fight Club, dude. Wrinkle Fight Club.
Yeah, we're not like punchy.
Yeah.
But Boss Rutan's in there. Sean Apperson, Tyson Mendez, Callen comes in and just tries his hardest.
Yeah.
And I sent you that text.
Yeah, I know
how great he's doing.
Yeah.
And he just hops in the ring. Shane Steiner, black belt.
Yes.
And you have Satoshi Ishii over there.
Him. I trained with him for years.
He's wonderful.
The best.
A nightmare. Yeah. And he, like Chandler, has no chill.
No.
He has one go. He is matured for sure, where he's not like concussing everybody he spars with.
Yeah.
But he's still just an absolute monster.
Yeah, and he was the guy, like when he first came in, like, hey, that's a gold medalist judo guy. So it's like, don't let him get underhooks. Like, don't, and make sure you post on the hips. And so the top guys, like all of us, like me, Bisbing, Mark Munoz, we knew, like, dude, if you don't do certain things right in them, you're going for a ride and it's not fun. So when a new guy would come in who wasn't aware, we'd pretend we were like going and we're just like,
let's just watch over here.
He's just going with the new guy.
Yeah, he hits really hard.
Yeah.
He has that fast twitch judo strength that it's indescribable unless you felt it. And it's not just if he has an underhook, he just hits so hard. He wrestles so hard. Heaven forbid you shoot a crappy double leg and
You're
then
paying for it.
You're going to pay for it.
Dude, he was one of my main training partners when I moved to California because it was him, Pat Cummins, and Mark Munoz.
Then
Chael Sonnen. That was our like crew.
Yeah.
And then Bisbing would jump in. It was just murder's row.
240. Yeah, look at him.
Yeah, he's a problem. Yeah. Is he still dating that redhead white girl? Does she come around?
She does.
Oh, right. Still, good for him, man.
Yeah.
Good for him. I
don't know what their situation is.
Yeah, I don't either. But I remember when he was at Reign, his English is way better now, but at the time it wasn't great. And then it's just this redhead white girl, like, yo, this is awesome. Good for you, Ishii.
He'll come over to my house. I'll barbecue on Sundays, and he eats all the meat I have.
That makes sense.
Like I'll cook, I'll smoke 3 racks of ribs, and I'll do 5 or 6 bone-in ribeyes. He'll eat an entire rack of ribs.
That makes sense.
And then a full bone-in ribeye.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you want a salad? He's like, I mean, Uda.
Yeah.
The
head like a fucking Rottweiler.
Yeah.
head like this, dude.
Super respectful, you know.
The nicest guy
talking
ever.
to my kids and talking to my
Yeah,
wife,
good
you know, and he
time.
like brings me a gift every time he comes over. I'm like,
Yeah.
we're friends.
Yeah, you don't have to bring gifts, dude.
We train together. I'm
just his
cooking for you.
culture. I know.
You're in Texas.
Yeah.
Like I'm supposed to do this without
Yeah.
an expectation of an exchange.
Yeah, he's the
it's not a
best.
transactional thing. He is just the best.
Do you ever, speaking of guys doing well, you ever heard from Bryan Stann?
Oh yeah.
He's
Killing
in
it.
hedge funds or something?
And killing
He
it.
just prints money, I think.
and taking care of veterans too.
Yeah, he was always the man.
He is the man. If he called me in the middle of the night, hey, I need you to insert the most diabolical, nefarious act possible, which would never happen because he's such a freaking Boy Scout.
Yes.
He's one of the people that I would drop anything that I was doing and drive wherever he was to do whatever he was asking for, because he is just to the core one of the most wonderful humans.
If in this day will come, but let's say next year Dana was like, all right, I'm out. I'm looking for a replacement. Bryan Stann's probably on my top 3.
Oh man.
Right?
Yeah. I don't think he'd do it. I don't think you'd afford it.
He's at that level. He just got out and then kind of went away. And then we had a mutual friend. He's like, oh no, Bryan's, because I was like, man, I love Bryan. Is he okay? They're like, okay, buddy. Dude, that guy's
I
killing
had
it.
dreams of him like being a president.
Yeah.
Because he's so wonderful.
I know.
And he's just too good of a person.
Dude, he hits so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you did rounds out of Jackson's, right? He was
amazing.
a nightmare.
He's amazing.
Yeah, his hooks were just like,
Yep. I would
he's like the real life Guile from Street Fighter without the blonde hair. That's what he was.
he's an underestimated wrestler too.
Yes.
He was, and not just the Chuck Liddell counter style where, hey, I'm going to keep my hips away, you know, like sprawl and brawl. He was a good wrestler. If you get inside on him, it was still a pain.
Yeah, I remember his wrestling was good. He's not like a jiu-jitsu phenom. It wasn't his thing, but his boxing, you better put a mouthpiece in. He was a problem.
And why is he so good looking?
He looks like an action figure. Like if you made a military action figure, it has his or Jocko's chin, right?
Yeah.
It's like
beautiful family, beautiful wife, just everything.
Yeah, he was always so nice to me.
Yeah,
man.
this George St. Pierre, Bryan Stann, you, like that generation's killing it.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta help some of the other guys out.
That's how it goes, though.
Yeah.
But some of the other guys, like, people want to chalk it up. And I kind of agree with Dana on this stuff. It's like some people want to chalk it up. Oh, it's just the fighting. It's like that guy was a little crazy before he even started fighting, Bubba. Before he started fighting, it's like, you know, to equal it to like NFL, it's like Aaron Hernandez. So is the NFL responsible for that?
No,
you know, or did he have issues way before that? So when you go to Dana and you're like, hey man, you owe this guy money because whatever CT. And Dana's kind of right. He's like, wait, hold on. So let's say this guy fought for me for 6 years, but before that, he played football for 20. So I'm just responsible for the last 6? What about all the years of accumulation through wrestling and football?
Yeah.
Who's on that? Whose bill's that on?
Yeah.
So it's I get both sides, but with Dana, it's not like, hold on, dude. That guy was crazy before he fucking came here. You know?
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yep. But there's this, I'm going to go into the cage. It's this warrior mentality. You hear guys say it, I'll die in that cage. And I feel, and I've experienced it, I know you have as well, where that desire to win is so powerful and so compelling in us, we'll forsake our health, our finances, our whatever for the chance to be the best.
Especially when I was young. Mm-hmm. When I was young, it was like, man, if someone said, hey, you'll be champ, but you're going to die when you're 50, I'm like, where do I sign?
Yeah.
Now with kids, and I'm like, oh, no. No, hell no. Yeah. You out of your mind? No.
No.
When you're young, it's just different.
But don't they take advantage of that?
Yes.
100% they do.
But shouldn't
they? Take that carrot. I don't know.
That, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is my thing with it. It's like, oh, you're a company man? No, but there's a reason why all these other organizations in fighting have never made profit. None of them have. Not one. No. And the UFC signs a deal for $7 billion. Man, they're kind of fucking doing it right. Well, they could pay more. They might be able to. There's been organizations that agreed to that pay more. They go out of business. Healthcare,
Retirement. I mean, just anything that, well, I mean, I never received any, clearly, as I've put my foot in my mouth more times than I can count, PR training, make Dana White, hey, I put a microphone in front of this guy. He was spicy before. Now he's a prize fighter that I am putting a carrot in front of him with unfair compensation for him to be the champion. And I'm compelling him. The compulsion is so powerful in us to be the best. But I'm not giving him the resources. You just said it. Guys figure it out afterwards. But there was no, you go to the NFL, you're at the NBA, you're playing soccer, you're having to sit down and get classes. You're being assigned somebody to help you with your social media. You're having somebody that's curating and editorializing portions of your life that fits both with what should be your brand. None of that happened.
It starts young too.
Yeah, it starts really young.
Yeah.
Not for us.
I got it when I was in college, freshman year. Yeah. You have marketing classes, you meet with people. Yeah.
Outside of fighting.
Yes.
Yeah. That's my point.
Yeah, I know.
In fighting, it's just like, sure, say whatever you want.
Yeah, but with Dana, he's like, it's like he can't have it. Yeah, I don't know, dude. This is tough because it's tough. Because the star hat, like Conor didn't need a class. Tyson Fury doesn't need a class. It's like those guys, and that's what makes them special and stars. Then some guys just fight, clock in, clock out, and they want to be at home. They don't want to be on social media. And Dana's like, that's fine, but you're never going to be the guy if
Robbie
you want to
Lawler,
be the guy.
Nick Diaz, Nate Diaz, they needed classes.
Yeah.
Did
they though?
Justin Gaethje, yes, they did.
Yes, they did.
They did. And I love them, and they're some of my favorite fighters. But
that's why people love them, because it's not like thought about. Like they just shoot from the hip.
Yeah,
like a Donald Cerrone shoots from the hip.
Another guy,
Bryce Mitchell shoots from the hip.
Yes, they
good
do.
or bad. So it's like
it's fun to watch, but so is a train wreck.
Yes,
and we get to sit back and watch these disasters happen. And I'm also like, I love these guys, and I want them to be healthy. I want them to have families, but then you see them struggling. You're like, oh.
I know, it's heartbreaking. But also, like, I feel like you're a guy, Brian Stann, like when you look at some of the guys who have gone on to make a living outside fighting, I think my strength was I never just identified as a fighter. That's what I did, all good. I loved it. But I was also interested in this stuff over here. So if someone was like, oh, you're not a fighter, it's like, yeah, cool. I'm doing this over here. Yeah. But I felt like even obviously you, Brian Stann, like you guys come from the military background, but you had your feet in a different pools. Like you were doing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, which was good and bad because neither of us, got that belt, which was, which I wanted so desperately. And I still look back and be like, man, had I not, gone on this trip or gone to the school right before my fight camp, or come right back from a trip and then immediately take a fight, I fought an IFL fight the weekend after I graduated from Ranger School.
That's wild.
That's dumb.
But here's the thing though. So let's say you did become UFC champ. Do you, and you didn't do any other stuff you're doing now, you think now that you're retired, your life's better?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Not at all?
No, it's been worse.
Not way worse.
Yeah.
Because that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, but in order to become that guy, you got to be fucking all in, man. Yeah. All in. So it's like this double-edged sword where it's like.
I'd be looking at bare knuckle fighting and be like,
I know. Yeah. I know. I know, dude.
Your boy's fighting again.
Who?
Yoel, he's fighting again, bare knuckle.
Yeah.
Against Lawrence.
He just competed this weekend.
In wrestling.
Oh, in wrestling, yeah.
Against national champion, NCAA.
Yeah, Ohio State.
Monster. And won. Looking jacked.
But his original opponent, Bo Nickel, what happened with him? He got hurt? Because he was supposed to go against Bo Nickel, which I'd love to see.
48. Yeah. And it wasn't, I watched the wrestling match. It was not beautiful wrestling. He unquestionably won.
Yeah.
They're just kind of giving points pretty easy for push outs. It was a dominant performance, and he looked like your size.
Yeah. He's a freak. Now, dude, imagine the poor soul sign up to fight him bare knuckle, dude. How bad do you need money?
Yeah.
Where they're like, who am I fighting? Like, Yoel Romero, you already signed the contract done. You're getting $3,000. Yeah. You know, it's like,
against a communist experiment.
Yeah, dude.
That
just a genetic freak.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and he's,
Yeah, there it is right there. I don't know what that language is. Is that Russian or is that Ukrainian?
It's Russian. And if you're unfamiliar with him, you're like, oh, he's 50, you'll be fine. And then you get there like, holy shit, what
Look
am
how
I?
big he is. Look how giant he is.
Now, Pat Downey is the main training partner for Hamzat. I got to witness them wrestling live.
Downey is a monster on the mats.
Monster, Bubba. Monster.
Look at this.
Freak. Yeah, Downey's one of Hamzat's main training partners.
Handspring backflip after he just beats Downey in a wrestling match. This wrestling tournament also had Chandler and Mendez. It was weird. Mendez got headbutted a few times, and Chandler. I mean, it was two great guys that are still crushing it post fighting. Well, I guess Chandler's still fighting.
He's still fighting, but he's still doing a ton of other stuff. He's always had his hand in other stuff. And then Mendez is killing it with the hunting shit. People are telling me what that dude's doing. He's crushing it.
Guide has his own line of food.
Yeah,
peak.
He's crushing it. Now that heavyweight that competed, Hendricks, monster. I like they asked him about MMA. He's like, absolutely not. Not happening.
It's wisdom.
Yeah, he's like, no, I'm good, man. Did you watch Jake Paul and Joshua?
I did.
Thoughts?
I hope with the broken jaw in two different places and titanium that's now going to be forever in his jaw that we don't see him fight again.
You will.
No, Jake.
You'll see Jake fight again.
Oh, really?
Dude, he made, ready for this? It's reported he made $90 million.
I mean, if you offered me $90 million to get my jaw broken and, shorten my life by 5 years.
Oh, man.
Are you?
Dude, I would swim across the Nile River full of crocodiles for $90 million. Let's take a little break from chatting with the great Tim Kennedy. If you're like me, you basically live in activewear, you know the struggle. The good stuff costs way too much. That's why I'm obsessed with Fabletics. It feels just as premium as those expensive brands, but without making my wallet cry. All right. And I signed up for the VIP package. Dude, when you sign up as a new VIP, you get 80% off everything. The quality really surprised me. They sent me a whole package. I work out in it all the time. The sweats, the joggers, the sleeveless hoodies, the sleeveless tees, they're all freaking great. The fit is exactly what you're looking for. It also helps knowing that Fabletics has built a community of over 2 million VIP members. People love it because you get 80% off. More than 100 retail stores, which make me feel like I'm joining something people already know and love. All right. Fabletics already has amazing deals, but right now they're running their biggest sale of the year on top of that. And I got a deal for you guys, 80% off everything when you sign up as a VIP. Head to fabletics.com/TFTK and sign up as a VIP to get 80% off everything. This is only available through my link. So go to fabletics.com/TFTK to sign up as a VIP and get 80% off. That's fabletics.com/TFTK. And now this is what I was saying on the shop show. Like I like Jake. He's a buddy. I think what he's doing, he's reinventing the wheel. He's crushing it. I don't hate on any of that. What I don't like is the narrative from people in my space go, dude, it takes balls. That I got to give him credit that he's so brave. I'm like, well, hold on. We got to define the term brave here, because brave to me would be what Francis Ngannou did, where he actually went toe to toe with Joshua and got starched in whatever a round or two. That's brave. Yeah. Going, all right, you're the man. I'm gonna test myself against you. I'm actually gonna fight. That's brave. it's not that brave to go in there and get on your bike. And the whole narrative is like, just don't get knocked. You don't have to box. Just get on your bike and try to survive 8 rounds. That's not brave to me because
Do you think that there are some
Bryan Callen could do it.
there was some strategy in wanting to see if he could fatigue him in a few rounds of making him chase him? You don't think so?
I don't think I literally think, and I think this is why he gets so much backlash and why people are so kind of appalled by it, is because you were sold on Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua in a real boxing match. He was going to go toe to toe with Anthony Joshua. What you got was actually, we know we can't be. He don't have the skills to be. It's never happening. Size, skills. So what you actually got is they should have marketed it as, can Jake Paul survive 8 rounds? Not beat him. That's fucking insane. But there's actual casuals out there like puncher's chance. He could get it. It's like
No chance.
No. There's no chance. You're literally just seeing if he can jump into this pool with a great white and not get eaten.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to get eaten.
Yep. Hopefully this paints a picture for all other, this for I don't know how long, as he's fighting post-prime former MMA fighters. Here's a peak talented real boxer that knows the sweet science. And there were a few moments where I don't know if it was scripted, but it looked like he could have hurt him a lot sooner and didn't.
Yep.
I get it, chasing a guy around for 3, 4, 5, ultimately 6 rounds, before you hit him with a overhand right that looks like you could have landed a few rounds earlier.
To your point with, I think Joshua's plan was, yes, boxing's on my back. I know I'm supposed to get him out here early, but if we know he's not going to box me, if he's just running around like a crazy chicken head, he can't do that forever. So we'll let him do his thing. We're not going to feel crazy. Even just the thought of me getting close, his heart rate's going through the roof. He's not an experienced, seasoned vet. He's going to gas out. And when he gasses out, he's going to stop moving, and I'll hit him with something. Yeah. Whether it's the 3rd round, 6th round, 7th round, he's going to slow down. That's all we're waiting for. That's kind of how it goes. I think, people are like, oh, it's scripted. He didn't take him out. Maybe. Or he was just like, no, man, this kid can't just run around like this for 8 rounds.
He's
going to get
with
tired.
His jab anytime he wanted to, though.
Yeah.
It was just like starch him, let him off the hook. So maybe you're right, or maybe there was some influence outside of what happened in the ring where, hey, I'm going to let this go for a few rounds.
I'll share this with you now, and this has nothing to do with Jake Paul and any of that. This has nothing to do. This is not related to his fights. Has nothing to do with it. Another fight in similar category. I won't say who. They fought. It went all the rounds. I get on here on Monday on the Schaub show and I destroy it. I'm like, what the fuck? You blah blah. The trainer reaches out and we got friendly through Showtime. He's like, Bubba, that was on purpose. He gets $1 million for every round he lets it go longer. So if he lets it go 2 rounds, he gets $2 million. If he lets it go 12 rounds, he gets $12 million. That was the game. So then I went, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And he goes, so take it easy. I went, my bad.
Yeah. How is there so much meat on? So this is Netflix, right? This isn't even pay-per-view. And how is there so much meat on the bone where you see a payout of those types of numbers?
I have the same questions. 90 million?
90 million.
For one guy.
And what, 30 million or 24 million or something for Anthony Johnson?
Or Anthony Joshua, probably more than that. I don't know where it's coming from.
$130 million.
But how much is Netflix worth? How much do they make in a year? So for them, it's whatever. Yeah. How many eyeballs? So, yep. But again, because you're not making that through ticket sales.
You're making it through subscriptions.
Subscriptions, really. But how many subscriptions did it go up based off this? I don't know how they're doing it. Yeah. I don't know how they're doing it. But also with Stranger Things, like the most expensive show they've ever had, are the subscriptions going up by that much? I don't know.
They have to be.
Right? I don't know. But to your point, when I hear those numbers, I'm like, I don't get it. 92 million a piece. Yeah, I don't know where that money's coming from because it's not the gate.
I'm arguing that there is that much money in pugilistic sports, boxing and MMA specifically, and we have just never seen
I see what you're
the
saying.
amount of money.
Yes.
So
because the promoters and the owners are taking that money, and then
how can the UFC be sold for billions when
$7 billion. $7 billion.
$7 billion.
That's so much money.
Which means that they're printing money, and cool. We get to see Jake Paul and Anthony fight, and they're both getting paid $90 million.
Yeah, I don't know. And most would just go, that's boxing. It's like, or is that combat sports in general?
Yeah.
That's why I always say, and people are like, what? Conor McGregor is the most underpaid fighter in history.
Yeah.
You know,
John Jones, second most underpaid.
Imagine
Anderson
how much money,
Silva.
Imagine how much money they've made off those guys. How many fans they've brought to the sport. How much money? Because when the views go up, the advertising goes up. Think of the mega contracts the UFC signed during the Conor McGregor days, and then they're like, yeah, but he got $20 million a fight. I'm like, that's not even a fraction of his worth.
Going from ESPN to Paramount, the value of those deals, the value of the commercial marketing aspect, the sponsors, the merchandise, the ticket sales, the splits from the soda pop and the hot dogs that are being sold, the beers that are being sold. When you're walking in there and you're paying $22 for a beer at one of these events.
Now think about it, now you're on Paramount CBS, so just the brands, you're not dealing with Condom Depot anymore and this random, energy drink. You're getting big boys, mainstream big boys.
Dynamic fasteners.
Yes. Yeah. Just the Bonai Acai and shit. It's like, no, you're dealing with a $1 billion corporation.
Yeah.
Fighters get paid the same.
Yeah. It's time, man. Let's start treating some of these guys with.
Yeah, but again, but then to argue for Dana and the other promoters, it's like, Conor was the biggest thing ever. And then he does the Floyd fight and makes whatever $100 million. And then he sells his whiskey, proper whiskey, and he's worth $400 million. He's won one fight in the last 9 after that. So it's kind of, and for Danny, he's like, whenever we pay these guys, A, they won't fight who we want them to fight. B, they just stop kind of doing what got them to the dance. They stop training so hard. He's like, so it's tough.
Was that Tyson that said he had to be hungry?
Yeah.
I know Conor said it as well.
Yeah.
Like he fought best when he was hungry. He meant that literally and figuratively and metaphorically. Whereas like I being wealthy isn't great.
You can't do it. I don't think you can do it at a high level when you're making that much money.
Anderson did. He wasn't making the insane amounts, but
he was good.
He was the best.
Yeah.
Also, again, demonstrated this weekend while against Tyson Woodley that he's one of the best martial artists in history.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, one of the greatest. My thing with that, and he's going to be a cop. You know that?
Anderson?
Yeah, in Beverly Hills. Yeah.
Why?
After the fight, they were like, "Oh, so you retired?" He's like, and they're like, "You moving on?" He's like, "Well, I'm gonna pass the whatever test for Beverly Hills. I'm gonna be a cop in Beverly Hills and give back." He's like, "I'm not retiring. I'm gonna do that and still fight." And dude, Adam from MMA Roasted put, dude, this is ridiculous. He goes, "Man, I never thought we'd see John Jones and Anderson Silva, but now Anderson become a cop. I think we see it."
That's a really good take.
Isn't that good?
Yeah.
It's my favorite tweet of the day, dude.
Yeah. What?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. That uppercut, perfectly timed, perfectly placed.
Yeah, and I think boxing's just not for Woodley. It's just, I love him, and I'm glad he's making money. He took on short notice, and then it's just not your thing sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just, you got knocked out by Jake bad. He lost Jake by decision before that, and now he's got knocked out by Anderson. It's like, man, Bubba, it might not be your bag, and which is all good. You've made money, you've learned.
But Anderson can do anything, whether it's jiu-jitsu, MMA, or boxing, and look really good.
Dude, do you remember, and this is before the Jake Paul days, the Conor Floyd days, remember Anderson and Roy Jones Jr., when it was Roy Jones Jr. agreed to fight, they both agreed to box, and that's height of Anderson, height of Roy Jones, and Dana kiboshed it.
I remember that.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Imagine that,
I would have picked
dude.
Anderson.
Oh my, you're crazy, dude. You're fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
He's the man.
Yeah, he's the man. I wanted to fight him so bad.
Yeah.
I begged and pleaded. Him and Bisbing were like the two that I was just chomping for stylistically, all the things. They just were the perfect matchup for me. And to have a chance to test yourself against, at the time I didn't like Bisbing, but now I profoundly respect him as a fighter.
Oh yeah.
He was just the personification of a fighter. We saw it against Luke Rockhold.
Fighter.
Yep. He's the fighter's fighter.
One eye, dude.
Yep. Just so tough.
So with Jake, like when you watch it, are you watching like, oh, maybe he has a chance here? Like, do you like seeing it? Do you, do you hate it? Like a lot of people they think it's bad for boxing. I would argue it's the best thing for boxing in 5 to 6 years.
What? Yeah, no. Anybody that's saying that it's bad for boxing, it's getting huge amount of eyeballs to a sport that pre-Jake was dying. It was dying. Maybe
especially with that younger demo.
Yeah, maybe dead.
Correct.
And if the Paul brothers had not re-energized, revitalized, and financially brought that, it was a tidal wave of money, interest, and new eyeballs. I think boxing's over.
Yeah. It's really hurting, or it's on its last leg, and they come in, and you got to remember too. Not only do they come in, but they bring those hip sponsors with them, the Celsiuses of the world, all that other stuff with them.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, we're into it. So then the younger kids are drinking Prime and all that shit. They're like, all right, we're gonna check it out. So you get this younger demo who's like, I know UFC, but they can't name 5 boxers. No. They know Jake Paul. Like even my kids, 9 and 6. They're like, Dad, Jake Paul's gonna win tonight. I went, what'd you say? It was Jake. I go, no. Yeah, but I thought you liked him. I do.
Yeah, my 10-year-old asked if you could watch it. I'm like, it's just gonna be a massacre, son. I don't think we're down for it. And there's hockey on.
Yeah.
And you have a hockey game.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Heartbreak of a hockey game.
He's still going.
Yeah.
They don't, because in hockey,
we're right at the end of the season.
And then they're off for till when?
Then he'll just go right into lacrosse.
Yeah.
But hockey will be off for 3 or 4 months.
Do you have any pressure? Because your son, he's on travel ball, lacrosse, and hockey. Mm-hmm. Do you have any pressure from the teams getting him to just focus on one of them?
Yeah.
It's tough, right?
No,
it's tough.
Yeah. It's not tough, though. He's 10.
It's not tough for us because we know.
Yeah.
It's not tough for us because we know what the fuck we're doing.
They're insane.
Agree.
Arizona, insane. Florida, insane. Like they think that you can specialize an athlete at 10 years old.
Bad idea.
No, the worst idea. You're limiting the limit of athletic potential for that child to see development in a whole bunch of different ways. Make them do gymnastics, basketball, flag football, baseball. Some form of pugilist, whether it's wrestling or jujitsu.
Wrestling's,
I
think, one of the best things you can have your kids do.
It is the best. I'm going to agree with you. Like it creates something inside of people that cannot be created any other place but on the mat.
It's just body awareness, competition, using your whole body, the hand-eye coordinate, just everything. Like once my kids started wrestling, and everything else I saw excel. Yeah. Everything else.
I send him to Dagestan 2 to 3 years. Forget. Yeah. It's the truth though.
Yeah.
Like it transforms everything about them. Gymnastics is another thing that just transforms that body awareness, the balance, the explosive fast twitch muscle, where you're having guys, do back handspring, double backflip.
Just makes them a better athlete where when they do decide to choose that one sport, I'm telling you, it's going to pay off. Yeah. But I set the standard right away. They're like, oh, well, he has baseball Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I went, well, no. Tuesday, Thursdays, we have wrestling. And then Fridays, we have football. So we'll see you at the game on Saturday. Yeah. And then we still work. It's not like you just practice only Monday, but I set the standard. No. We do a bunch of stuff, man. Now, if his play lacks, I'll hear you out. But until that happens.
Yeah. And I think we are seeing, especially with college recruiters, that they are looking for late to the game, late bloomers that have been multi-sports athletes coming into high school. Well, let's just take lacrosse or baseball. Or you start playing baseball at 12, 13, not a problem. and you played how many other sports, and you've played how many other different positions. You played first place, you played shortstop, you played catcher, now you're playing the outfield.
But you also wrestled.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit. Yeah, they'd much rather have a kid who's a little rough, but they have professional coaches for a reason. That's a little rough and not as refined as the kid who's been playing since he's 4, only specializing it, because that kid's going to burn out.
But we have the pillars, the cornerstones of athleticism that have been really built. And then coming from, especially wrestling, water polo is another one that is terrible and painful.
Yes.
But they're so coachable because they've been pounded.
Yeah.
They've been demoralized. They've been, like sweat, blood, and tears on the mats. And then they're walking to this coach, with their back straight, not the position of attention, but eyes locked on the coach, being like, "What do you have for me, sir?"
Yep.
Like, "Oh, I need you to do this. You messed up this thing. Got it. That won't happen again."
Yep.
You don't get that from that early specialized kid that has been playing and being paid for at this $150,000 elite coach, and you're playing AA, AAA, whatever. But you can't do anything else.
Yeah, and the parents, it's nothing against them. Maybe they don't have an athletic background, but I'm telling you, man, if the team puts pressure on you, like you can't miss, otherwise can't play, go find another team. Trust me, there's gonna be a team out there for you. And then I see now, like even the dads I'm with, like, hey, Wednesday we're doing footwork only. Why? What? For how long? Well, about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I'm like, maybe toss a football in. Like they're trying to get better at football. At 9 and 10, I don't need them working on agility drills. I need them catching the fucking football.
And smiling.
And having fun. And once they get that down, which is going to take forever, once they get that down, maybe when they're in high school, then start adding the footwork and stuff like, but your kid can't, you don't even know what an out route is.
Yeah.
And you want them specializing in footwork? No. And I tell Tiger all the time, he's like, "Dad, well, this kid's doing this." We don't care about any of that.
Yeah.
Go play catch outside with me and your brother. That's how you can get better at football. By actually doing the sport, that's how we get better, dude. Taking a little break here from chatting with the great Tim Kennedy. The holidays are heating up on Pick 6, DraftKings' newest fantasy pick'em game. Make your NBA picks for a shot to win big cash prizes this holiday season. Here's how it works. Just choose more or less on 2 or more player stats. The more accurate your picks, the bigger your payout. It's the kind of upside you'll only find on Pick 6, not those pick'em sites, and it's available in most states, including Texas, California, Georgia, and more. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now. Use the code FIGHTER. New to DraftKings customers can play just $5 and get 50 in Pick 6 credits with the code FIGHTER. Ride the upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org in Connecticut. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Pick 6 not available everywhere, including New York and Ontario. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable. Pick 6 credits that expire in 14 days. Ends December 2nd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
Yeah. Those are 2 studs you got there.
Yeah. Little monsters.
Yeah.
And now they're super into lifting. Like T every day, "Dad, can you take me to the gym? Can you take me to the gym?" I'm like, "Oh shit, I got a meathead on my hands." Yeah. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm there, bud. Let's go. Let's go."
I love these like reels where, you lightweight. You keep screaming.
Lightweight, buddy. Yeah, I love it,
like
dude.
the music to my ears.
I love
Finally, it's the, I'm researching and trying to understand what is safe for weightlifting for children. And, you get on that stupid internet and even AI, you get this huge disparity of what movements a kid should be doing.
Well, who's putting that information into the AI? Probably not the guy you want to be.
No.
Probably guy who's never lifted.
No.
Remember the whole narrative, it stunts your growth?
No, a lie.
Really? I've been lifting since 2nd grade. Yeah. I'm gigantic. It's like, I'm not worried about that, man.
Yeah. You need to come in the mornings. I know it's a little bit of a drive. It is.
I'll be able to go next week. I was talking to some of the guys out there. I'll be able to go next week.
So fun.
Because I was at Archery Country, and that's right across the street.
Yep.
So I'll go there, shoot my bow, because I started shooting bows. Yeah, I love it, man.
What are you pulling? A Hoyt, a Matthews, a PSE?
PSE.
Great bow.
I got a PSE and dude. And I went in there because do you know Adam Greentree? Mm-hmm. He's great. Went in there and then we just started shooting, got a bow, and then I was like, oh boy, Because once you start going, because I've been to the range with guns, and I like guns and for multiple reasons. But after like 20 minutes, I'm like, I'm kind of good, man. Dude, I was shooting bows and getting the right technique, and that tank guy who's like one of the best coaches I've ever seen, he's teaching me. I start getting bullseye, and then I was like, I picked my kids up at 3. All right, it's 10 o'clock. I'm good, man. And I just keep going. I'm like, what time is it? They're like 2:30. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I've been here that long. Like, yeah. I'm like, oh buddy.
So
I loved it, man.
I have a 3-acre, 360-degree range at my house with elk and javelina and pigs and coyotes. We have oak trees and a little motorcycle track, dual use back there. So you can shoot down from a berm. That's one of the jumps for the motorcycles, but it's somewhat of a down angle. Plane, you got your laser rangefinder, start getting into that rhythm of your like pre-shot protocols. Okay, I'm gonna determine range, make sure that the shot's clear, make sure that my angle is such, and it is so fun.
Dude, I love it.
You gotta come over. Tyler from Archery Country.
Love Tyler.
What a gem.
Such a good guy.
He comes in with us and trains.
That's what he said.
And he looks 10 years younger in 2 years. 1 year. 1 year of training consistently. Just big shout out to him because he gets on that bike, doesn't want to get in the ring yet. Got it.
All good.
All totally fine. It's all in the bag. Does the EMOM with us, which is our warm up, and then we'll get on the bike and do interval sprints, and I'll lose track as I'm with Satoshi or with Tyson or with Sean, or Sean's doing a private and I'm trying to steal his private as an extra body because they're over like with their spectacles and a bow tie.
Yeah, let's get going here, man.
Let's just get some more.
Let's ramp it up, man.
Yeah,
let's ramp it up.
Sean, listen to him here. Yeah. Just ramp it up a bit.
But even with Tyler, like I was talking to him about like fitness, but my father-in-law, like he's a little overweight. He went and saw the doctor, like, what are you doing, dude? Last time I saw you, you're 205, now you're 220. Like, this isn't good. And he's 61. And so where we're at, there's a gym, the HOA, there's a gym he has access to. It's literally 5 minutes away. You can walk there. And so I think for people, it's like daunting. Like, oh my God, I go, do me a favor. I'm going to the gym right now. You go when I go, but just get there, do 20 minutes today. Yeah. I just want you to get in there. I don't give a fuck what you do, whatever it is, just give me 20 minutes a day and we're good, man. And then he came back, he's like, yeah, I was in there for 40 minutes. I'm like, cool, tomorrow, just 20. So I think he just tricks himself. I can do 20 minutes. So he goes in there. I'm like, I don't care what it is. Just get on the treadmill. Just start getting active, dude. And now he's been consistent for weeks, man, for weeks.
So fun.
And then he starts building that. I'm like, dude, you're going to get addicted to fitness. Watch. And there's never been a better time. You're 61. Let's get your ass in shape, dude.
Yeah, right before this meeting, Shane Steiner flies his helicopter, lands in my backyard. My buddy Af comes over, and we did 4 back-to-back EMOMs, ski erg, rower, big sandbag go ruck. They're like 40 or 60 pound. Florida shoulders. We're on the bike erg. We're on the assault bike. It was so fun.
Yeah, the best.
Breathing hard, fun Christmas music that my 6-year-old put on.
Love it. Love it, dude.
I was in heaven.
Yeah. There's nothing better.
Heaven.
Yeah, now my kiddo's into it. Like I worked out this morning, then he's at baseball camp right now. He's like, Dad, when you get done, can we go to the gym? I'm like, yeah, man, I guess. It's like,
can I try one of these?
Yeah, get you some, man. A little black buffalo there.
Woo.
It's nice though.
Okay.
Yeah. It's nice. Oh, Chin, you'll like this.
Am I going to be on the floor with this?
No, those aren't crazy. Those are the great one to try for you if you're not seasoned pro with it. Chin, I started watching that show you recommended. Was
Pluribus?
it Pluribus?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen this?
No.
God, I wanted your take on it. So I'll give the kind of synopsis of it. So Pluribus, it's basically, think of when COVID happened, but way worse. And these people, it's like basically a mind virus. It takes over their mind, and then they become one. So they all can think, they can come up with, they all have the same thought, but they're all one. And so everyone gets infected except for 6 people on Earth. But when it's going down, it's so stressful.
What is this show on?
Apple.
Okay.
It's a huge show now. So everyone's telling me about me and my family need a show to watch, so we started watching it. Dude, I had such anxiety. Like, I'll fall asleep to murder documentaries, true crime. I love all that stuff. That stuff doesn't scare me. I wish back in the day, freaking Richard Ramirez come to my house. I'd beat the shit out of him. But this, But I told my wife, I'm like, this is scarier than anything we watch because that could happen. That could, like a virus, a deadly virus, that could happen. There's not shit we can do about it. That's what's scary.
In 2019, I thought, I have a pretty great setup, my own power and generators and solar generators from Grid Doctor and a propane and gas generator that the whole house have the guy that had built this house says there's a bunker back there. There's a safe room. We have our own well. We have our own sewer. The well has its own power in case power goes down. And then COVID happened, and it was I think it was for a lot of people, a wake-up call about how vulnerable we are.
Big time.
And all the different ways that, you can't prepare for everything, but ultimately you have to be incredibly fit. You have to have a community and network of people that you can depend on and rely on. Because if you think like you're going to be this lone wolf survivalist, no.
Oh no, you're my first call, brother.
Yeah.
But then also the cell towers are going to go down. Yeah. Dude, I couldn't sleep last night because my mother-in-law was like, Mijo, if that happened, what would we do? I'm like, what would we do? And usually I always have answers for them. I'm like, what we would do at first until we figure things out, because we're on the lake. I'm like, we're going to get on the boat and go stay on the water. So until we figure out what's going on. So we'll load the boat with food, resources, and we'll get on that boat until things simmer down and see what we're dealing with, and then we'll go from there. Yeah. But I don't know, dude.
Do you have any satellite stuff? Garmin, Zaleo?
No.
All right, I'm just gonna give you something.
Yeah.
Next week when I see you.
Like and then do you have Starlink? Mm-hmm. Like yeah. You have to have Starlink, and
I mean I everywhere I go I have a Starlink. No matter where in the world.
It's so stressful, dude.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
It's and it's so I think there was this barrier of entry where people thought like I have to be like tech savvy. It's not. Like there's one app, it tells you exactly how to do everything.
Yeah, it's pretty
to position the satellite. And now there's so many satellites to the Starlink to the satellite. Now it doesn't matter. I can take that thing, throw it into a window of a plane I'm flying in,
and you're good.
And I have Starlink.
And Starlink's Wi-Fi and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, your phone is 100% operational. And there's
can the house Wi-Fi run off of it too?
Yes.
Oh, I need to get Starlink. Is it expensive?
No.
Oh, I need to get that. Our Wi-Fi is terrible.
No, it's
like if it rains, we're fucked.
No, it's the easiest thing in the world.
Oh wow, I need to get on that. Yeah. The other good point you made too. Look at that thing.
Tim's rig is so sick, dude.
That was this weekend.
That's sick.
Yeah, you can. If you go, there was like a fast reels of.
That's a badass Land Cruiser, brother.
Go to that fire pit one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was camp out. I know those are all really fast photos. I mean, you could see my Starlink and my solar generator. My 10-year-old driving the Land Cruiser.
Love it.
Girls up top.
But to your point, like I met with this guy in Arizona. He has a land, he has track. He was the biggest doomsday prepper I've ever met. I mean, this dude was set, man. So me and him were on the track racing trucks and stuff. And I'm with him the whole day. He's cooking. I'm at his house, his wife, kids. Awesome guy. My kids are there. And he's just going about doomsday and how bad it can be. And as he's talking, he has all this stuff. I mean, he is set, dude. He has food for freaking 10 years and all this stuff. And he's showing me his bunker. But as he's talking, I'm looking at him like, this dude is so out of shape. He's probably 6 foot, 300 pounds.
Yeah. And
then I just go, he goes, yeah, man, we have the hill over there where we'll get our guns. If we have to get out here, we'll go up that hill. I go, you ever ran up the hill? He goes, no, we walked. I'm like, no, I'm talking full 80 pounds on you, carrying 80 pounds. Maybe you're carrying your kid, put all that gear on and run up that hill, man. He goes, nah, man, we won't need to do all that. I'm like, Bubba, I wouldn't worry about doomsday prepping. I mean,
I'd worry about diabetes.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
heart disease.
Yeah, there's something else going to get you, man. Yeah. You worry about doomsday. You should be worried about your cholesterol, blood pressure, man.
I mean, we saw it just with COVID, the most vulnerable bottom 1-2%. That's all you saw die.
Yep.
That was it. People that had compromised immunities, and of course there were some outliers in that, but
the majority were compromised.
95%
off the bat compromised,
unhealthy people. And now I love all these podcasts, health centric, talking about longevity. predictive wise, that VO2 max, how much muscle you have. The 2 best predictors of if you're going to survive cancer.
Yep.
2 best predictors of how long you're going to live.
Oh, wow.
2 best predictors of insert any disease if you're going to survive it. And it's a bummer how obese America is.
Yeah, I think too, part of it's a culture issue as well, where it's like everything gets sensationalized, where it's like, oh, you need a hyperbaric chamber, you need a cold plunge, you need a sauna, you need this peptides. My whole thing is like, forget all that noise. Forget all the noise. You have shoes? You ever ran? It's fucking tough. It's tough. I know everyone's telling you get this fancy equipment, all this. Go run outside. It's very cheap, and you get a great workout, and it's going to make you mentally tough. Everyone wants to do all the aerodynamics. Go run. It's fucking tough, man.
Do anything that's tough.
Yeah.
I think tough is that, which is why, I love cold plunging. I love hopping in a sauna. I love getting on, insert all of these things to include jujitsu, boxing. And I do so many of them. It's because they're all tough. And
see, I push back, and I've told Rogan this too, like on the cold plunge. This is where I'm on the cold plunge. Like the cold plunge and like jump into cold water was like a dessert in college football. Like, dude, if they allowed us to do that and we'd jump in there with our full pads on, it was like such a gift.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm still wired that way, where like I just did one at the Correct gym, which used to be formerly known as On It, the Correct gym. They had cold plunge and like, yeah, man, you want to jump in there, it'd be funny, you're freezing. I'm like, it's not gonna be funny. Like I just jump in and it's like a treat for me.
Yeah.
Like you guys allow me to do that. Like this isn't a discipline thing. Like I'm just wired where it's like, oh no, that's
not normal though. Most people, it is. I mean, Bryan, I thought he was going to die. His wife walked out. No. His wife walked out and she was going to kill us. He was the color of your shirt, like white, pale, and green.
How long was he in there for?
When she walked out, about 25 seconds. And I get it. I'm in it's a blue cube, which is like
how cold?
I had it 35 degrees.
That's cold.
It's cold. It
actually helps though. The colder, because you get over the cold faster because you go numb faster.
Agree.
If it's 45, it's going to take a little while before you get down to that chill.
Now, 35, you get in there, it hits you right away.
You're like, oh my God, and then you're good.
And this one has settings. It's called river mode. So it like circulates the water.
So you can't build that barrier with
the little water insulation. That's not there.
Yep.
And, it was new to him. And it's normal to you, new to him. And he had, to his credit, he pushed through it. But I mean, he went into full shock. He was in shock.
It's not for everybody.
Physiologically in shock. And
he's also all like skin and bones.
Yeah.
So it's going right to his freaking heart. It's like his heart's freezing.
Yeah.
And I was in there, I'm like eating my lunch and I'm in there forever. And the guy's like, we're good, man. I'm like, I'll just sit a little longer. And then on my post, I said, if jumping in a cold plunge is the toughest thing you do all day, you ain't shit.
Yeah. We did it backwards though. We did, where we're doing the cold plunge after the workouts.
Yeah.
Now, Huberman did a great podcast on it where he was talking about the best time to do it is pre-workout. And you're going to get, and then naturally warming up during your warm up and then going to do your actual training.
And you better have a good freaking warm up.
Yep.
And he's saying that because the dopamine released?
Dopamine, human growth, and testosterone that
spikes
are spiking. And then when you're doing it before the workout, doing it after the workout, you have all of this good inflammation in your body. So we go and lift and, we have
little tears.
Yeah. We have all these important tears that our body is going to heal and grow back stronger.
Yes, sir.
And then we go hop in a cold plunge and that inflammation is being pushed from what was just damaged in a good way damaged. And
that makes sense.
And now we're in this revolving door of, we do all this training, we hop in a cold plunge, this good inflammation that's healing and repairing our muscles to grow back stronger is being pushed back to our core. Inversely, if you hop in the cold plunge, 12, 18 hours after your training session, or 20 hours after your training session, just pre-workout, now you really only have kind of bad joint inflammation.
That
it's pushing all of the inflammation that's in your knees or your shoulders, your elbows, back to your core, and then good blood's going back to it when you go and start training again.
That makes sense.
And then you have great white blood cells that are being pushed back to this injury that had bad inflammation. But then your body got to do all of the natural repairing and building of muscle that you just damaged during your workout.
Yeah.
I'm really just giving the XM of the wave tops of what was, I think, a 3 or 5 hour long podcast as you explaining the science behind
How many people are going to jump into a cold plunge before they work out?
Yeah, you should definitely, we'll do our, seek professional medical advice before you do this.
Yeah.
Do some real research, but we did it backwards. At Jackson's post-fight day, we would go to the University of New Mexico.
Yeah, I have a picture of me and Arlovski in there together.
Did you see Arlovski's fight this weekend?
Both of them? Or no, he has the bare knuckle coming up, and then he fought that Jack Doherty YouTuber.
Oh, no, this wasn't a real fight. This was backstage.
No, I saw against that YouTuber.
Okay, that's the
little snot.
There was like 3 little nerds.
Yes, there's
dorks.
They're like 3 dorky YouTuber guys, and their security guard. He didn't, and even after he's like, "Who the fuck is that guy?"
I have no idea who these guys. They're like walking up, getting into. If you were walking up to Andrei the Pitbull Arlovski,
he couldn't look more like a cage fight.
And think that you're going to have like a YouTube moment.
Oh, buddy,
like by God's grace, I don't know who those kids, children's guardian angels are, but they were on duty that night, because if Arlovski touched any of them, they would have just like vaporized.
See, I think they should let it go. I think it should teach kids that there's consequences for your actions. So, because that kid's known for like trolling, and he'll hide behind his bodyguard. I just wish someone would pay his bodyguard, go, not this time.
Well, he tossed his bodyguard like he was a child too.
Yeah, there's not a bodyguard alive who's going to help you with Arlovski. But it's almost, it does them a disservice.
Oh, that's him. Look at that nerd.
What Chris D'Elia says, he has a punchable face.
He just
look at the nerd try to sucker punch Arlovski. Look at this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys, and he just starts. The guy tries to. He's like, what is even happening?
And he's
ragdoll this child.
And he's doing it with his cell phone.
Ragdoll this child.
Go, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
Oh, look, I'm gonna tough and posture up and move my shirt around as I'm 10 feet away.
I just wish the bodyguard would be like, go ahead. You want to do it? Go ahead. Because these kids aren't learning a lesson. And the sad thing is society, like their young farm, like, oh, tight move, man, way to go. It's like, no. What would be a tight move if all 3 of them got knocked out cold?
Yeah.
So then the fan base realizes, like, oh.
Take all 3 of them, put them in that elevator with Arlovski, and give them chainsaws.
Yes.
Arlovski walks out with 3 heads. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does not matter.
And whatever entitlement happens with this generation, where like they thought that this is a win of some form, you're right.
You got to show what actually happens. Like, no, let him go.
Yeah.
No, let him go. Because he'll never do it again.
He was a teammate. Love him.
He was a teammate, and I had to fight him, unfortunately. He's a teammate.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. What a monster.
Split decision. I definitely got screwed, but yeah.
Monster.
But I even told when Joe Silva gave me the fight, I'm like, oh, there's nobody else.
Yeah.
I was like, we're training partners. We know each other so well. The fight's not going to be great. Uh-huh. It's just, we train too much together. Yeah. It was such a boring fight.
Some of my favorite rounds to watch. I'd be a body. I'm not for Arlovski and John Jones, but watching John and Arlovski just create.
Yep.
Their intelligence of violence and being able to improvise and adapt and create. Not that anything could be created new, but creating an MMA things that, because he did Sambo and he wrestled and then watching John. I'm at a first row seat watching Arlovski and John Jones do things that at that time in the sport, nobody else could do.
Yeah. I mean, when I was training with Arlovski, we were going to the cold tub after, but we'd always start with grappling. That day we were starting with grappling. I drank all this coffee. I go, Andrei, sorry, man, I got fucking coffee on my breath. He goes, better than yesterday. Yesterday was shit. I'm like, oh my God. But no joking. No, I went, oh wow, okay.
I hated that University of New Mexico ice tub.
I hated that fucking.
I hated it.
Yeah.
But
Like the steel.
the steel would get so cold.
Yeah.
And I would like try to sneak my fingers out, because I didn't want to put my hands in the water. And
I hate putting my hands in the water.
Sarah Kaufman would laugh at me.
Yeah.
And then Arlovski would just be like, oh, you child.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's just, what a great human.
Yeah, he's one of the best. He's fighting Ben Rothwell in bare knuckle.
Oh, they're
Crazy.
yeah. Ben's like the GOAT, right? In bare knuckle and
good.
as a heavyweight.
Yeah, he was born for it.
Does a bunch of clench.
Yeah. Eats people alive.
And who's the other bare knuckle that
Mike Perry's the man.
Mike Perry.
Mike Perry's like the face of it.
And
Mike Perry's funny, man, because
made for bare knuckle.
literally was made for it.
Yeah.
Good MMA fighter, great bare knuckle fighter. Great.
Yeah.
He fought Luke Rockhold and knocked his front teeth out. And Luke was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, this is different. This is different. But Mike Perry's been making all this money, and then he posts, he's like, I quit. Dude, they just gave me my taxes. He goes, I owe $800,000 in taxes. I'm broke now. Yeah, he's like, because he's like, I didn't know how it works. I get behind my taxes. He's like, oh, 800. He's like, I can't fight no more.
Yeah.
He's like, fight for what? To pay the government? I'm like, oh, this poor dude, man. All right, let's take a little break here. Let me tell you about one of my favorite movies I've seen in a hot second. My family watched it twice. Dude, this film is rated R. You can get it now on digital. All right, you can get it on Prime Video, Apple TV, or Fandango at your home. It's rated R. Sisu Road to Revenge comes home with a bang. All right? This World War, imagine World War II's ending. This complete badass is fighting Russians. At the end of World War II, he's basically a superhero. It is so damn good. Again, we've watched it twice, back to back. All right. Think of him as like a John Wick. All right. But in World War II setting, it's the end of the war. It's so damn good. It's Sisu, Road to Revenge. All right. So for more information, go to www.sonypictures.com/movie/Sisu Road to Revenge. That's SISU Road to Revenge. This movie's so dang good. I'm telling you guys, check it out.
He's not wrong though. Back to what we were talking about at the beginning, where I don't remember getting the class on how to set taxes aside for fight purse money.
Now I'll push back on that, right? That they should definitely teach that. I don't remember getting that class K through 12. I don't remember getting that class in college. Why don't you teach me how to pay off a mortgage?
Apogee.
Well, Apogee, yeah, I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
But in regular educational public school systems, University of Colorado, not one person went, hey man, so if you make $100, this is where this half of it goes here, half of it goes here. This is what you come home with.
Well, first of all,
for your mortgage,
theft.
insane to me, dude.
Yeah.
I was just talking to my father last night. It's like, we're trying to pay off we're setting up a plan to pay off my home entirely. And then I look at property taxes and I go, you know what's crazy is you never actually own your home. Because let's say I paid the house off and then I give it to my kids. Hopefully they can pay the property taxes and it's not going to be lower in the year 2040.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to make a pretty damn good living to afford this house. You never actually own your home.
There's a big movement. Florida Governor DeSantis has passed or is passing.
I thought he passed it, right?
Yeah, I think
no property tax.
And it's already conversations here. And Texas has very high property tax because we have no income tax.
This is, I hate to interrupt you. This is my thing too. It's like now there's a lot of benefits to moving to Texas, right? No state tax. The government's going to get theirs. Yeah. They're going to get theirs. And I realized that when I got the bill for the property tax. I went, oh shit. Yeah, I'm not paying state, but I'm paying almost double in property tax. Oh, you kind of evens out. They're going to get theirs. Like you're not going to escape that. There's nothing you can do.
There are, because I think pretty much in most instances, all forms of taxation's theft, and it goes against everything the founding fathers wanted. We have to recreate the system of limiting the size of our government, which has just swelled to something that is unattainable and unsustainable. Mm-hmm. But you can get creative. My parents have a beautiful piece of property in California, and my siblings, as my parents are in their 70s, talking about the inheritance tax.
Yes.
It's you're going to be taxed on your income, and then you're going to get taxed when you spend your money, and then the things that you buy, if that's in inventory or as a business,
Taxed.
the corporation's getting taxed.
Yes.
The inventory of the stuff that you own is being taxed, and then you try to sell that thing, you're being taxed on those things. Not to mention that you're paying all the fees to run a business. Sure. You're paying the incorporation fees. You're paying for the vehicle registrations. You're paying for the 183 here. They just added 2 more toll lanes to an existing road.
Wow.
That it is an existing road that you just added a toll lane for. And
Well, my thing is how can you make a change, right? Like, yeah, I deal with a lot with cars, right? So let's say that Dodge Demon down there, I bought brand new. They already got their taxes at full price on that. I sell to you at half price. You're paying taxes again on it. Then you sell to Chin. Then he has to pay. Well, hold on.
that Land Cruiser is 33 years old, and I just went to register it, and they're like, okay, we need the real, not just what you sold it for or what you bought it for, but the value of it.
The market value.
And I'm like, well, I put $30,000 of stuff on it.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to, I have to pay, I paid sales tax on that tent that I put on there, on the winch that I put on there, on the tires, on the power brakes, and you want me to, I pay taxes on all that already, and now you want me to pay taxes again.
How's that fair?
It's not fair.
So, but what do you do? If you don't
throw
do it,
tea in the harbor and you put blood on the grass. That's what you do. Like, that's what we did. And I don't know when we're going to get back there, but like, this is not sustainable.
yeah, how someone doesn't look around like, what the fuck is going on here?
I have a new gym manager, Danny. He's amazing. Sitting down with him with P&Ls and talking about like what we pay the instructors, like, okay, this is what black belts make, this is what brown belts make, this is what purple belts make. Like, here's your salary. Okay, we're gonna like set this money aside, and you have X number of members, and people are looking at the gym like, oh, this is a giant gym. You guys got tons of members. It's a wonderful gym, but he got to sit down and look at our spreadsheet of what we have for revenue and then what we have for expenses. And when you start adding your insurance and all of the fees, and he's like, there's no money left. I'm like, yeah, man, nobody's making money here but the government.
Yes. That can't be the way to do it.
No.
It's not sustainable.
No.
And people aren't going to want to open businesses. Why? You guys take all the money. And how's that going? What's it paying for it?
Yeah.
I don't know what you do, man.
Tea in the harbor. I'm just gonna.
Yeah. Toss some tea in there and hopefully they fucking
come and take
things.
it.
Oh, that's cool.
I actually found this on the side of the road.
Really?
Yeah. It's like beautiful leather. And at the time, like whoever stitched this, it was
Badass.
like really dark.
Yeah.
I sat there and I scrubbed it and I put it in the washing machine, and I put tallow on the leather. And now it's just like,
I think it's badass.
it's beautiful.
Hell yeah.
Leather
Smells
tallow.
nice too. Hell yeah. Yeah. The taxi, I don't know what you're going to do. I was talking with my father-in-law because he moved out here. He lives with us, and they want to get their own place. I was like, "You're 61. Let's say we get you a house, and it's a 40-year mortgage. You'll be 101 by the time you pay that off.
Yeah, we are.
Who's going to pay the property taxes?
We're exploring. And this is what, like, the Clinton Foundation. You have these foundations and these trusts where the Clintons don't own anything. Everything's owned by these trusts and foundations, and those foundations that generational wealth is being passed down and never being taxed. As
it's in the trust.
That's right, because it stays in the trust, and the top 1%. That's how they all do it.
That's why I'm like, people want to hate on Trump or the 1%. It's like, no. One of the reasons they have so much money is they figured out how to beat the tax system.
It was the debate between Trump and Hillary when she was pointing to his taxes.
I love it.
And
because you benefit from it too.
Yeah.
We're all doing the same thing.
Yeah, and every single one of your donors benefits from it. I'm just calling a spade, and I'm showing you what we're paying in taxes, and I'm not paying in taxes because I'm not dumb, and the tax code was written for us to be able to take advantage of it, and only this tiny little percentage are actually doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's frustrating, bro.
That tax code would fill this room up.
I know, dude.
This whole entire studio, floor to ceiling, wall to wall of tax code. It should all be burnt, flat tax at a reasonable. It's painful.
I don't get what you do, brother.
I'm complaining because it's the end of the year, and trying to make sure you get the last. That December 31st is a scary date. Like, did I do everything for all the nonprofits? Have I helped everybody philanthropically that I can? Did I spend all the money in the right ways to make sure that in every single one of these buckets that the IRS is going to be investigating? Did I devalue this thing? Did I? It's
a nightmare.
It is a nightmare.
And you're off to fend for yourself. And the IRS goes, "Hey, you made a mistake here."
Yeah, they don't care.
They don't care. You got any current events, Jen?
Yeah.
What wild times we're living in.
Super wild.
Yeah. Was that an alien?
I thought so too, but it's not.
Either AI or it's an alien. For Christmas, do you go all out for the kiddo? How do you do it?
Oh yeah.
You go all out.
Yeah.
Is there? He's 9.
Son's 10, daughter's 6, and the tough thing is, I have 2 girls out of the house, and one of them's married.
That's tough.
I don't want to inject, because they're now making their own memories.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be like, hey, I want to be involved. They're driving to her in-laws, his parents' house right now.
They have kiddos?
Not yet, but they want to, and they're adulting hard, getting healthy, getting finances right. I'm so proud of both my grown daughters, but it's like, I don't know, we're not to be selfish, but where do I fit into this?
I know.
Are your kids still Santa Claus is real?
My 9-year-old kind of knows the gigs up, but then the 6-year-old's all in, dude.
Yeah.
I'm dicey with that too. Like those ATVs, I get them one good gift from dad. It's not from fucking Santa, and I let them know your dad works really hard to buy this for you, and the rest is Santa. Really for friends and family, they get so many gifts, so I give him one good gift. But my 9-year-old, he's at the age now. He's like, hold on, so Santa comes down the chimney? I go, yeah. He goes, but everyone has a chimney. I'm like, yeah, dude. Then he has to figure out other ways to get in here. So then he breaks in. I'm like, listen, dude, listen, man. And then finally he's just like, and I didn't say anything. He's like, Dad, Santa's not real, is he? I'm like, he's as real as you want him to be, bud.
This is awesome. And maybe this is your year, maybe next year. So my 10-year-old, the cat's out of the bag. Tonight, he's going to come and help us wrap presents and write Santa Claus on them.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a moment with his mom, me, and him, where I'm going to talk about the responsibility. Think about it. For 9 years, you got presents from Santa Claus, which were wrapped by me and your mother. And for me having to work and having to travel and having to hustle and be away from you, I didn't want to be, but I was. And not one time in 9 years did you come and say thank you for these. But think about the amount of joy that I had seeing you open a present from Santa Claus. And you're going to have this opportunity for the rest of your life. Tonight, you're going to have that opportunity to do it for your little sister, because it's still real for her.
Don't mess this up, man.
Yeah. So we're going to we're going to watch some shows. We're going to have some cheese and crackers as he helps us wrap tonight, but he's going to get brought into the fold.
That's cool.
We get to have a moment tonight. And it is tonight, literally.
That's cool.
I talked to his mom as we're driving here. I want to make him understand that while Santa Claus is not real, that spirit of giving and that is real.
Yep.
And that only happens by generosity and grace and really discipline and hard work for us to be in a position where you can then take care of other people. If we're going to go volunteer at the food kitchen, that is a form of Santa Claus.
Yes.
If you're going to be sitting here wrapping presents,
that's
and
the spirit.
That's the spirit of the whole entire thing. And it's Christian, faith-based, St. Nicholas all the way to the back. This is a real thing, buddy. And
cool.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah.
You get to do this for the rest of your life, and you're going to have the joy. And I'm going to argue that it's going to be more joyful than what you experienced for the last 9 years.
Yeah, that's great.
When you do this right.
That's great. You'll love this, because you were a psychopath like I was when it came to sports. So I told my son, BP, batting practice. So we have a cage that's in this facility 5 minutes from us. It's open 24 hours. You can go there when you want. If you're going to go at night, I bring my own lights. And I told T, I said, hey, because he's like, Dad, with BP, we can just go whenever. I said, oh, buddy, I'm crazy. When it comes to that, I will literally stop whatever I'm doing until if you make it to the pros, I'll throw you BP. You can literally, this is the one hall pass you get. You can ask me whenever you want and I'll take you BP. He goes, really? I go, legit. No one's crazier than your dad. I was crazy as a young kid trying to make a dream. I'm down for this, dude. He goes, okay. All right, you can try me whenever you want. That was like 2 weeks ago. It's Tuesday night. It's 9:30 at night. And he has school the next morning. We're getting ready for bed, him and his brother. And he goes, Dad, I bet you won't take me to do BP. I go, buddy, don't do this. I'm telling you, bud, I'll get my shit on right now. Whoa. You're going to be hitting out there for an hour at least. I'm telling you, don't want this, bud. You think you want to do this? It's late. You have school in the morning. But if you want to get better, we'll go. He goes, really? I go, I'll deal with your mom. She's going to flip out, but we'll go. He goes, really? I go, you're serious? He goes, yeah. I go, get your shit on. His little brother goes, really, Dad? I go, get your shit on. So we're out there at 10 o'clock at night. I got the lights from my trucks, lighting it, out there for an hour and a half.
Whoa.
Next morning, woke up. I'm like, you tired? He's like, I'm good. I'm like, all right, bud. I'm like, I'm done. You tell me, bud, when to do BP, we're going.
Yeah.
If this is your dream, I'm not going to get in the way of that, dude.
Yeah.
And I was batshit crazy, man.
Yeah.
I told him, I missed your grandma's funeral because I was in training camp. I would wake up at 3 a.m. I'd run miles, dude. And for what? Because I had a dream, dude. I get emotional. I'm down for anything, buddy. You tell me, we're going, dude. Like, get your shit together. Let's go. You know? Yeah, and I knew you would love that.
I do love that.
Because I heard you were a mutual friend of ours told us that I think when you were in one of those crazy fucking training camp or something for the military, BUDS or something, what not BUDS. What were you in?
Green Beret Special Forces.
They said you were doing that crazy fucking training for that, and everyone's sleep deprived. It's however long you've been doing it, and then they say all the guys are like, "Oh God, you had some rest," and they look out and you're running sprints.
Yeah,
because you had a fight coming up. I hear that, and that fires me the fuck up.
Yeah,
that's what I told Tiger. I'm like, dude, you don't understand. When I was in high school, my buddies would be out drinking. And I'd go, oh, this isn't making me better. And I would leave the party and go run sprints, dude. I was crazy, man. Crazy in a good way. I was willing to do what others weren't willing to do. And then that goes over into college. College, they had to take my key from the gym. Because I would be there before at 3 a.m. It didn't matter. What time you get here? 5? I'm there at 4.
During the Q course, there's all these different phases to... Once you go to Special Forces selection, it's an amazing attritter, and during that, I was working out. Like during selection, which is like the attritter, and then if you are selected, you go to the Q course, and it's anywhere from a year to almost 2 years long sometimes. Jeez. For like an 18 Delta, and you have all these different phases. During those phases, I would go to Team Rock and do the 6 a.m. jiu-jitsu class before I had to show up to be in uniform to start that day of training, which would be a 12-hour long day, would get done, and I would go and train.
Wow.
And, could have done it smarter for sure.
Yeah.
But there's also something to be said about.
It's that tenacity. It's like that fire. It's like that. And that's what I want my kiddos to find. It's like that fire, man. I might have been the biggest, the fastest, the strongest, but dude, that took me so fucking far. Yeah. I went places I probably
don't take you further
than anything. He goes, Dad, when you were 9, and he's more athletic, bigger, faster, stronger, better ball player than I was, and I went pretty far. And he goes, Dad, when you were 9, would you have beat me? I said, this is the difference. I didn't have a plan B. You would have to kill me to stop. I said, you know how you get a little tired and you take a break and stop? I said, I never stopped, Bubba. I would run circles around you because I had this fucking fire, dude. And I just wouldn't stop, dude. And eventually you would, and that would give me more energy.
Yeah. This year, we're going to do it by the end of the year, and we're doing it every year moving forward. My son and I are going to compete in 5 events, and we're going to see at what year does he pass me in some of these events.
That's cool.
Yeah, pull-ups, push-ups, sprints.
Oh, that's cool.
And, like sprints is going to happen fastest because the kid is so fast.
Yeah.
And, his legs from hockey and lacrosse, he's jacked.
Yeah.
And then up, he's up there today. Shane and I are doing our workout, and he walks in there to knock out his daily pull-ups.
Beastie.
Yeah. I'm also like watching his pull-ups. I'm like, I probably only have 5 years in that.
Yeah, man.
You know, because like, you know, I can do what, 25, maybe 30.
Yeah.
And he's walking and he's doing strict, perfect 5, 7, you know, struggling on 8. And I'm like,
it's only a matter of time.
Yeah,
only a matter of time. Dude, I saw this video on Instagram somebody sent me. It's his dad, and he's in good shape, and they're in a home garage. And his son's probably 9 or 10. It's first day in the home garage, and the dad's working on the kid's like messing around the video. His dad's like, come on, trying to show him he can't do a push-up, he can't do a pull-up. And they fast forward 10 years. And they're back in that gym. This kid's fucking jacked, dude. Shirt off. And he's like, come on, Dad. He's flexing with, I mean, just shredded, dude. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I love it, dude.
Yep, me too. It's the best, especially this time of year.
The best. All right, what do you got, Jen?
Okay. This is
my God.
Nick Minaj showing up to a Turning Point USA event with Erika Kirk.
She's with Erika. Do you see this? She's with Erika Kirk, and she just word fumbles, and says assassin in front of her. Have you seen this?
No.
It's so cringy.
You just made my gut hurt.
Oh, dude, wait till you see this. Go ahead, Jen.
Amazing role models like the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
She knows she fucked up. She was like, oh my God.
Trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine.
She royally
Yes, we did.
Oh God, this is rough.
How awkward
You
is
have
that?
to laugh about it, truly. I have been called every single thing, and you know what? God is so good, you let it roll right off your back. And this is what's so beautiful about this moment, because if the internet wants to clip it, who cares? I love this woman. She's an amazing woman. She has a soul and a heart
was she
for
trying
the
to say?
Lord. And
She was saying,
words
so
are
they take it a
words.
little bit out. So before that, she's talking about Trump. She's like her handsome, strapped leader, President Trump. And then that assassin, J.D. Vance, just meaning like this badass. But she used the word assassin.
Oh, yeah.
And she goes, this assassin. She goes, oh, fuck.
Yeah. Well, he kind of is though. Not the assassin portion. Also this weekend, somebody took a shot at JD Vance's wife. Not literally, like was making fun of her and her ethnicity and her religion. It's some other woke right conservative pundit, and JD just went to town on him. And
He's just smart, dude.
that's
Have you
not
seen him in debates? He
Yes.
fucking eats people alive, dude.
comedians and guys like JD Vance are not guys that you want to get in word wars with, because they'll make you look silly.
That's what they do.
And he's so smart and he's so quick, so clever. And it's Nick Fuentes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Nick Fuentes said something nasty about JD Vance's wife.
What is she?
She's Indian,
Okay.
and I don't know what he said, but
It was
JD
that-
just
lit him up. That's not
just-
the guy you want.
No. And that Nicki Minaj I've seen her in the past few weeks. There's been a huge pendulum swing.
Yes.
of-
She hates Newsom.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, I mean, Newsom's terrible.
The worst of the
He's-
worst.
The thought that he is anything for president, if you look as two Californians at what he has done to our state.
It's wild. Like Rogan said, he's like, yeah, I know I fucked up California. I know I messed up San Francisco. I'm going to get it right when I'm the president. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Who's going to vote for that?
When you say messed up, that doesn't quite
No.
paint the picture of what San Francisco, being one of the most beautiful places on the planet, is now a dumpster fire of fentanyl, cracked out people that look like zombies.
It's horrible.
You can download an app to find where the poop is on the street.
Dude, but who's going to look at that as a blueprint? Like, that's what we want in America.
You know what, I'm going to solve homelessness in 5 years. Well, here we are, 10 years later, and it's way worse than it's ever been. And you've spent how many billions
and he
of
takes
dollars?
no accountability.
No.
Zero. Let's take a little break here. All right, guys, it's that time of year. The holidays are popping. Christmas is here, and the guys at True Classic, they got you covered. They're the best of the best. Anytime you see me wearing a white tee, anytime you see Bryan in anything, it's True Classic. We've been with Ryan, the creator of True Classic, from the jump. You'll see him in the UFC. You'll see him in Target. You'll see him at Costco. They've blown up. And they've blown up for a reason. They're the best essentials you can get. Their joggers, their tees, their button-ups. I'm wearing a polo tonight to this Christmas dinner. They have the perfect pieces. They fit incredible. They feel incredible. They are the best, and they don't break the bank. I've been wearing it for a hot second, man. As soon as you put it on, you're going to know the difference. So skip the guesswork, the overpriced designer stuff. Get comfort. Give confidence. Give True Classic. You can find them, again, on Amazon, Target, Costco, Sam's Club, the UFC, they're all over. It's trueclassic.com/fighter. Grab the perfect gift for everyone on your list. It's True Classic. Let's take a little break here because 2025 is ending, and the smartest resolution you can make for 2026 is upgrading your brain. Yeah, your old knocker. Your brain, man, you got to get dialed in. Don't waste this year like you did last year. So if you want 2026 to feel actually easier, it starts with having a better mind, man, and that's where frickin' Magic Mind got you covered, man. So if you want 2026 to feel easier, you got to have a better mind. And for their New Year sale, you can get the full routine. Normally it's $327, but now $74.25. It also comes with a 100-day money-back guarantee, so there's zero risk. If you don't love it, but you will, we don't do anything here at Fighter Kid, me and Chin. Bryan, nobody does anything without Magic Mind. I use it every single day. I use the Max or the regular if I have to. Then at nighttime, I'm using the nighttime Magic Mind. It's the best deal. You're going to need it for this year to get all your stuff done. Grab the deal before the New Year sale ends. It's their biggest discount of the year. It's going to sell out, so get on it. It's magicmind.com. You're welcome. Zero. Yeah.
That was really uncomfortable. What do you think about the... I love the Kirk family. I love what he did for that generation of especially young men. And like, there's a lot of people attacking this recent widow who just lost her husband, and everything's on her, not for the movement, but for the legacy of her husband and the financial well-being of her children.
She has a tough gig. I think what people are kind of like, what's going on here, where they question some of it, it's because it's so soon. But I also don't think, you got to put yourself in her shoes. Like, well, you would just want her in a corner crying for the rest of her life. Like, she has work to do. She has kids she has to feed. So I assume she wasn't made for this.
No.
Like, and you know, that's part of the thing that Tim Ferriss said, not Tim Ferriss. Who am I thinking of? Chen.
But
Tim, who's on this show?
oh shit, the dude with the beanie.
Oh, Poole.
Tim
yeah.
Poole.
Yeah.
That's why, he took heat for it. He's like, they're kind of screwed, man. He's like, I love them, but that was never the plan for her to take over. So now, Charlie Kirk is once in a freaking lifetime talent.
Yeah.
Is out.
That was our president, by the
Yes.
way. That was a future president that they shot. I don't think
and that's why they did it.
anybody. So he came on as an Apogee mentor.
Yes.
And
Oh, really?
He did. And everything that he was able to verbalize was everything that I have ever thought. And he said it with grace. He said it with compassion. He said it eloquently. And I was just like, who are you? That his heart to help people, but also stand for what he believed in, right or wrong. The fact that he was killed for using words that people didn't agree with.
Well, that's why they killed him, because they know that was an unstoppable force. And if he keeps going, he's going to take this over and he's going to inspire a lot of people. So that's why they did it. What I can't comprehend, and me and Bryan argue about this, he's like, it's just lack of attention to detail. You know, like, I'm sure they have security and stuff. It was just a lapse in judgment. And I'm like, I just don't buy that, man. Or it's like the assassin with Trump, like, yeah, he's like, it's just those special forces guys, or the people that are protecting them, they just made a mistake. I'm like, that doesn't work for me. I don't agree to that.
That was Biden era Secret Service. That was the level of negligence and incompetence bordered on being complicit. I did a YouTube on, as a business owner, if I'm so negligent and I'm so incompetent in this thing that I'm supposed to be providing as a service, I can ultimately cross this threshold where I am liable. I'm not like complicit in allowing it to happen, but
if it does,
if it does, I'm liable.
Yes.
That doesn't exist with the government.
No.
So you had so many incompetent DEI hires that were, you see this, and I'm not being a
female
sexist. You see a fat female fumbling to get her firearm out of her.
Insane. She hides behind Trump.
Yeah, and then jumps behind the principal. Like you're the body guy.
You had one job, Mary.
The personification of incompetence. Does that mean that she was complicit with the assassin?
No.
Absolutely not.
No, she just should have never been there in the first place.
But she was.
Yes.
So does that mean that there was somebody sitting there twiddling their thumbs being like, let's put a whole bunch of people around him that makes him vulnerable?
Maybe.
Possibly.
More likely than not.
Yeah. But to such a level where like there was this, this grand scheme to see him assassinated. No, I also think with Charlie Kirk,
with Charlie, it's different, right? Because you're not talking about government protection.
No, it was a private security detail that was hired by Turning Point USA. He knew a lot of those people. And do I think that there was a single person in Turning Point USA that was collaborating with the assassin? No. But like, could it have been done better? Yes. But we all get to do that after the fact. We're like, look at all the different ways that they failed. Was, for drone attacks, like, was he an easy target? Yeah.
Yeah. My thing is, if you're Charlie Kirk and, he has resources, right? He has making a ton of money off the stuff he does. Man, you'd think, especially this current climate, that's the number one thing you're
speaking at a university. You think that you're going to go speak at this university, that you're going to tell the university that you're going to be putting snipers up on top of these rooftops? Like where is he? University of Utah? Is that where he was?
Yeah.
Right. You're going to go to the university police and tell the state of Utah that you're bringing like PMC, private military contractors, and you're going to be positioning them with long rifles up on top of rooftops.
That's exactly what I'm doing. But you're saying you're not allowed to.
Good luck with that.
Or they're just not going to have you.
Right. So now, are you going to be the Charlie Kirk that we know, that's courageous and brave, and still going to go out and put himself in those positions and try to mitigate whatever risks he can by putting some security details here, try to control access here and here? Yes. But ultimately, he's still going to step up.
Yeah.
Which he did.
That's his calling.
I wanted to see him as president. This country needed that man as president.
Agree. The problem too with, I think what adds to the conspiracy with Trump's guy, the assassinator, we found nothing out about it.
He just disappeared.
Swiped everything clean. No fingerprints, no social media presence, nothing. So that leads to, if you don't give us answers, that's when people go, all right, we're going to come up with our own. You're not going to like them.
Manchurian candidate stuff.
Yeah. It gets weird.
Same with the Charlie Kirk guy. Like,
have you heard anything about him?
No.
Nothing.
And then, whether he was in this weird relationship with this trans person.
That text they released, I'm like, no one talks like that.
No.
A kid no one talks like that.
Yeah. Kind of weird.
Yeah, a
lot of questionable.
Yeah,
some things are suspect
and
here.
We won't get any answers.
No.
And then public just goes, okay, the Epstein list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to Erika though.
She has a tough assignment.
Yep. And everybody's going to mourn in their own way, and I'm never going to judge about how you're going to mourn. But there has to be, if my wife died, the things that she cares about would then be the most important things in my life.
Correct. I tried to, like, my thing would be the way I deal with stress, or if I get a bad break, is I get to work. And I assume she's similar, where she's like, all right, I got to get to work.
Here were the most important things to Charlie Kirk's life and legacy.
Torch.
And like how she's doing it, think that she should be crying in a corner. That's not for you to say.
No, everyone's different.
It's for her to be like, I'm gonna fight like my husband
did. Try to make him
did.
proud. Mm-hmm. And I probably can't achieve what he was, but I'm gonna do my best.
Yeah,
and that's all she's doing. People, she's gonna have backlash.
I hate seeing the internet abuzz, trying to make stories and conspiracies that ultimately it doesn't help anyone. Like
Hers is where, like, have you and Candace Owens, we're going hard in the paint on it?
Yeah.
I saw Candace at Tucker Carlson's Xmas party. I like her, but when the stuff she was saying, what's tricky is her and Erika Kurt met, and Erika was like, you know, I originally came out and said there was no text saying that he was afraid for his life before that event. Well, she didn't look at the stuff because he wasn't just texting off Apple text. He had a whole nother text chain, whether it's iMessenger, where the fuck he's using, I don't know what it is, WhatsApp, whatever he's using, where that's what Candace, she was like, no, that's what I was saying. She's like, I wasn't privy to that at the time. I just got his phone and there was nothing on there.
Yeah.
But then we found this whole other batch where we would talk with affiliates and stuff like that. And that's where he was saying, yeah, I'm concerned at this event.
Of course he was.
Yeah.
But does that mean that, you know, that
Erika saw that and turned a blind eye?
Or that the Jews were trying to like infiltrate on some private plane?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, let's for sure see some transparency.
But that's the problem, Tim. You're not going to get transparency.
No.
And that's why this stuff runs rampant and people get money off making these.
So who killed JFK?
Yeah. Yeah. We're still.
So who was on what plane to what island that went and played with what little girl?
Yeah, you never get any of that.
Yeah. No, I want them tarred and feathered in the streets before we hang them.
Dude, I'll tell you what, if you saw the recent pictures they released, it looks like Bill Clinton had a hell of a time. Yeah. He's in a, dude, that guy was fucking
he likes to party.
Partying, dude. I mean, take away him touching kids. If it was just normal age women, it's like, dude, that guy fucking had a good time,
So
dude.
you're telling me I got a decently hot intern here at the White House, and she can come in here with a cigar and
yeah, dude.
He's always been this way. What do you think was going to happen?
He's a wild boy.
But I saw some of the photos and they made my stomach turn.
Yeah, when he's in the hot tub and you can tell it's an underage girl.
Yeah.
Like, God,
looks like a young girl.
This is dark, man.
Yeah.
Or Bill Gates all up in him.
Yeah.
It's some dark stuff, man.
And you have like Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
Who's making decisions for Stephen Hawking? The dude can't talk. And how many times did he go to that island?
And what poor girls
he's
like yeah, well, imagine the girls. They're like, hold on, you got Bill Gates, you get Bill Clinton. I'm fucking stuck with Stephen Hawking. How the fuck did I get this short end of the stick? Yeah, look at him in the hot tub.
Oh,
yeah, Bill's a wild boy. Bill's also at the age now. He's so old. He's like, I don't give a fuck, dude. Go ahead. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I hope it hurts that Clinton Foundation is powerful. And I hope people look at what that amount of power was used for, and people are like,
people turn a blind eye.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to Clintons. What else you got, Jen?
Or you die by suicide.
Yeah. And by suicide, we mean being shot in the face and saying, yeah, you
or have your car run off a cliff, or you drown in your own hot tub, or you drown in your own bathtub, or have you been down that rabbit hole?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, man. You're like, dude, they're just killing people and they're really bad at it. The one guy, like, he committed suicide. It's like, he shot himself 3 times in the head?
In the back of his head?
Yeah.
And he committed suicide?
Yeah. Oh, then he hung himself. They're like, but why does he have a bullet wound in the chest? He hung himself. It's like, okay. Yeah, make it make sense.
I want to know. I want to understand.
It's a dark road when you go down that one. What's this, Jen?
This is in Canton, Ohio, and it's just a shoplifting thing at a Walmart. And this guy tries to pull a gun, and I'll show you the actual video here.
So that kid shoplifted? Oh.
Dude and his girlfriend.
That's his girlfriend? We're so judgy.
But it's tough, man. He's all skinny. The kid pulls a gun?
You'll see it.
So we're not going to search somebody before we bring them into... I'm off. I'm already going. I'm glad they didn't shoot him.
Yeah, he's like...
that kid's not well. Who's this guy in the tie that doesn't...
Get you, the guy in the beanie's doing nothing. The guy in the tie, come on, bud. Get his legs at least. That cop beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Kicked him in the face and shit.
Yeah.
That's essentially the video right there. But so the guy, I'm sure the guy with the collar shirt and tie, he's like lost prevention, but the cop was also there. And thankfully, this guy tackled that guy first because the guy's gun jammed. You hear like that first click, it jams, and then he ran over. He was trying to kill the cop.
God, man, it's like, buddy, hold on, it's a misdemeanor. You stole some juice boxes from Walmart.
Yeah.
Now you shoot that cop, you're gone forever.
And the cop did want to shoot him, but since the other guy already was on top of him, he didn't want to mess up.
That cop could have shot him, and didn't. So kudos to that police officer. Also went straight to the gun. At our sheepdog response classes, we have this course called the Protector 1, and you learn basic fundamentals of marksmanship. You learn some grappling, but by day 2 of grappling, we're putting guns and knives onto the mats. I'd love to see you on there because you'd have so much fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And it changes the dynamic of how you're grappling.
Oh yeah,
like, oh cool, I'm like gonna invert, or I'm like gonna play an X guard. As a guy has a knife or a gun, and you're like tapping somebody on the forehead, be like, how's that foot lock going for you?
Yeah, let me know how that works out for you.
So I love seeing high level grapplers like yourselves come in because Gordon Ryan, great example where he got it, and 2-on-1 on the weapon, controlling the direction of the slide, realizing the axis of the slide is longer than the handle. So if he gets a hand on that, now he's going to arm bar or a wrist lock or a finger flex to get the weapon away. He's going to go to a Kimura as a weapon retention.
Yeah.
And, there was obviously a lot that went wrong there. Thank God nobody got hurt.
Yeah, that kid's lucky he didn't get shot.
Yeah. But now he has felonies.
It's also, you stole a Game Boy from Walmart, dude. You shoot that cop, you're so fucked.
Yeah.
This video has been going viral. It's a woman at a restaurant in San Francisco, and she just starts going off on the entire staff. It's pretty fun to watch, by the way. That's her with the phone camera.
That's...
She's hammered.
Drunk. She's lit. What do you do here? Oh, eyes are glazed over, slurring words.
He's drunk too. Why are they upset, Chin?
They didn't get their appetizer on time.
They probably wanted to kick her out because she was being drunk and obnoxious.
Staff's being pretty cool. All right, that's not cool. New angle. Here we go.
There's so much more.
Oh, a little backhand.
Watch this.
That girl? Yep. Good for her.
That girl chucked that girl?
Yeah, good for her. It's like a judo throw.
Oh, hardwood 4. I heard the thump.
Yeah, that thump's not fun.
You're so resilient when you're drunk. Hurts the next day, though, huh?
That's her boyfriend.
The guy in the flannel?
No, the one that's getting choked right now.
The flannel guy's trying to...
Who's the guy in the flannel?
That's
part
the
of the
boyfriend.
restaurant staff.
Okay. Bye.
The girl who chucked her, she's pretty gangster.
I got no problem with anything here.
No.
It keeps going.
Oh, he's just trying to disengage. Hey, can we be done here? You're already out.
She's still trying to fight this girl.
It's a dude with long hair.
Oh, that's a dude? I was about to say.
You know him? Oh, okay.
God, just go home.
Let go right now.
Oh, she's pulling his hair?
Yep. Let go.
Disadvantage having long hair.
Let go. 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 Let go.
Oh, people. This race.
Let go. No, let go right now, please. Let go.
I don't get why you just don't take her hand and crush it. Just grab her fucking fingers and crush it.
I can take an infant's hand that my 6-year-old was holding a baby last night.
Did someone trip her?
That dude with long hair, watch. You see? He threw her phone, so she wants to get the phone.
Let go. No, let go right now, please. Let go.
I'm not touching your foot.
Okay, stop.
Right here, he throws the phone.
No.
Boom. That's what you get, man.
Okay, now we're
Just
crying.
ate shit. Are we done now? You know what I'm saying? Are you good?
So of course she starts crying right there, and then so you know the internet is the internet. You can find just about anyone now. So she was part of a company called Strava.
Oh no, she lost her job.
She lost her job. That's the company.
Yeesh. Well, I know Strava. What's Strava do?
Damn, I just looked it up too. Hold on.
Yeah, you can't have that.
Back to those kids messing
Yeah.
with Arlovski.
Oh, there it is. Hiking, cycling, running app.
Yeah, I have Strava.
Yeah.
For my biking.
It's consequences are real. You know.
Yeah. How do you feel about when the companies, when the people get the online will find out where they work and make sure they get fired?
I don't like that it's this. It seems like there's a lot of political motivation behind it.
It's like bullying almost. Like, oh,
Yeah.
look at this person did this, fire them.
Yeah,
It's like,
cyberbullying.
Yeah, it's
where-
weird.
Cool. And confirmation bias, especially on the political spectrum, where you're looking for examples to like take it out and like
Yeah.
give it to the guy,
Yep.
or give it to the gal, or like that Karen that took the baseball,
Yeah.
from that kid,
Yeah.
and she got fired.
I know, man.
You know, but then consequences where you're at a concert and you're both married and you're like making out with each other at a concert and the cameras span up and you both try to like disappear,
Dude.
like a fart in the wind.
Coldplay was like, oh no.
But at least we all know Coldplay again.
Yeah, I know.
the,
I know. Yeah, I think he had to step down for the
Yeah,
company.
he stepped down. She stepped down. They both got left by their spouses,
dude.
and consequences like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
I get it.
But cyberbullying,
That's always weird to me.
yeah, there's a really scary trend right now where overseas, African, Niger, they go and find a teenager and they befriend them with this account that's age appropriate with pictures. It's like a pretty girl. They find like a 14, 15-year-old boy and they're a 14, 15-year-old girl that's pretty. They go to the boy's social media page. What sports does he play? Where does he go? What kind of food does he like? What school does he go to? What clubs are he part of? And then they start talking to him like, oh yeah, I see that you're like really into baseball and like here are my favorite players. They befriend them. It's a 40-year-old black dude in Nigeria, right? Posing as a sock puppet, an internet puppet on social media to befriend this 14, 15-year-old boy.
To get like illicit pictures and stuff.
Ultimately gets pictures and then they blackmail the kid. And these kids, if you don't give us money, we're going to send this to your coaches. We're going to send this to your church. We're going to send this to your youth pastor. We're going to send this to your girlfriend
evil
who you're
people,
cheating
man.
on. And these kids
And by money, go ask your parents for it.
the kids kill themselves.
Oh, my God, dude.
And it's happening all the time right now.
That's terrible.
So the political cyberbullying is gross and disgusting. The social media in general, I'm finding to be less, more and more disgusting. It can do so much good. My friend Johnny texted me, one of his friends just got in a car crash and died. And he's like, hey, can we find ways to help his widow out? I'm like, yeah, man.
Go fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And blow
There's
that
a
up.
lot of pros to social media. I see a lot of cons. With your kid and cell phone, where you and wife at? on
Hell
that?
no.
But at what age, dude? Because eventually, when he's like 16, 18,
Yeah, 16 sounds kind of okay. Where he gets a flip phone.
right?
If you can point me to a study that shows that handing a kid a smartphone at any age is safe.
I know that like Rogan's whole take on it. He's like, well, I don't want my kid, like, it's just part of society now. I don't want my kid to be late to the game and feel left.
So was the social contagion of like thinking I'm a different gender.
Yeah, I know.
Like that was a social contagion that only existed in these like densely populated, high socioeconomic groups.
Correct.
That doesn't mean that it's okay for you to like forget that you have a penis.
Agree. I told like any team we're on, or my son's friends' parents, I'm like, don't fuck this up. Nobody gets cell phones. Like we all got to be on the same page here because you buy your kid a cell phone, then my kid's going to ask for it.
Let's just go back in time, 1939.
Don't do it.
There was this kind of like pretty charismatic guy that was well-spoken, and during a time of like some dark economic times where he got a whole entire country to go and gas and burn a bunch of people.
Yep.
And it was cool to do that socially.
Yep.
And the whole, like, where was the people being like, hey, that's probably not a good idea. It's like, just because it's the cool norm in the area that they're living in does not mean that it's a good thing.
Yeah, I agree.
No, there's not a single study that's saying, read this book called The Anxious Generation. And all it does is point to study after study of, depression, anxiety, like ultimately
self-worth,
like financial vulnerability, both for boys and for girls, their view of self-worth. There's not a single study that's like, this looks okay for kids.
There's literally not one that shows positive
but there's
effects.
Thousands.
And yet parents still do it. Like we'll go to a restaurant and I see parents, and I get it, it's tough. They just give the kids an iPad. I'm like, you're fucking them.
Nope. So I wasn't like being clever. No. Like,
agree.
He'll get like a flip phone that he could text us from. And that will be like a living room or a kitchen counter phone where he's going to go out with his friends. Hey, you got your phone with you? Absolutely. Call me if you need me. You know, like the camera, I'm going to take a Dremel tool. Because the last thing that, thank God I didn't have a phone at 16.
There's no pros to it.
Yeah.
There's no pros.
I mean, look at how many times I've said the dumbest things possible, even as an adult.
Me too.
Like go back to 18, 20, 25, 30-year-old idiot.
No, dude.
No.
Yeah, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. All right, I can pick T or Jen at 2.
No. I am going to go put on ice skates.
Where you going to the?
I'm going to go to the crossover.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do stick and puck right now.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to put on some hockey pads, hockey gloves, a lacrosse helmet.
Oh, damn.
Which is,
Who are you playing against?
It will, I'm going to get smoked by 10-year-olds.
Yeah. Who can skate their ass off.
Yeah. I mean, when I like.
Are you going to be goalie?
No, I'm going to try to be a defender.
Can you hit the kids and stuff?
They're 10. Even if I wanted to,
you still can't touch
I don't
them,
think
right?
I could touch them. I'll show you goals from my son this weekend that like
it's crazy what they can do on ice.
Yeah, there's 4 defenders all descending. Like, okay, we know who that kid is. Yeah,
but it's just wild to me, like the level kids are at like 9 and 10, whether it's baseball, football, hockey, lacrosse. I'm like, holy!
He passed through himself
so good
off another kid's skate.
That's wild.
Before he scored a goal,
It's
he was
wild.
like, bink, bash.
Wow, I think where he's at in 10 years. It's like, where's this? I had my son, I was giving him some shit because he was in a bit of a slump hitting. And he just goes, he's a smart kid. He goes, Dad, you try and hit it. I go, I will. He goes, you let me pitch you? I go, yeah, dude. I'm going to fuck your world up, buddy. Dude, I got in there. Oh, buddy. Oh, and then he goes, now, Dad, I'm only throwing you high fastballs. It's not even my fastest. You want me to start mixing up with like the cutter and the changeup and stuff? I go, sure, dude. Not a prayer. And then he's like, we good? Or are we good?
That is awesome.
I was like, you're good. You're good. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
Every dad should have to get in there and try it, you know?
Yeah.
Before you criticize him, you do it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I love you, brother.
Love you, man.
You're the
Appreciate
best,
you.
man. Keep killing it as usual. You're the lifesaver. When Bryan Callen leaves us hanging, he's in
love that guy,
Florida.
though.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
Callen will put you in an ice tub when you get back, buddy.
Merry Christmas.
All right. This is The Fighter and The Fighter. We're out.